years ago, I was standing here and singing the hymn inside this statue, this monument, when Berkut attacked us. My friend fell down and Berkut was beating him while he was lying on the land. I was running away, I was scared, and I was running several kilometers along the street and crying, "Kiev, wake up, Kiev, wake up." The next morning, I saw a great crowd of people near the cathedral. One girl came to me and said, "Girl, I saw you on the TV. You asked us to come, and we came. Look, we are millions here." That was the very beginning of my story, and that's why I know that we can't stop our fight, because we asked people to start struggling, and we started. 3 years ago, we were standing here. We were peaceful protests for human rights in Ukraine. At 3 o'clock in the morning, we were standing inside the monument and singing the hymn, but Berkut attacked us. They started beating people just for nothing. My friend was standing near me on the steps and he fell down, and Berkut started beating him while he was laying on the ground. I was scared a lot. I ran away. I ran along the street several kilometers and I shouted a lot and I asked, "Kiev, Kiev, wake up, people, wake up, something horrible is happening here." And then I went to the cathedral. We stayed all night in the cathedral and we asked journalists, "Show this on TV, show what's happening in our country." And they showed us. In the morning, everything, many people were injured. My husband was in hospital, my friend was in hospital, several of them were imprisoned. And we show everything to the journalists, to people, to Ukrainians, and a very big crowd of people came to the cathedral, and the girl told me, she just, the girl, I didn't know her, and she told me, "Girl, I saw you on the TV. You asked us to come here, and look, we came. Millions of us came to help you." This was the very beginning of our struggle. 3 years came after that moment. Many of my friends are soldiers now. I was in a tow zone. I wrote dozens of articles about the war in the eastern Ukraine, because Russia used this situation and occupied Crimea and eastern territories. My husband survived in Debaltseve. He was injured. His youngest brother died there. He was only 19 years old. Our friend died here. He was shot on the 20th of February, not far from here on Institutska Street, who still was 19 years old. That was the very moment this Maidan collects us here. We start our fight here, and it still continues. We organized our Maidan unit in winter 2013-2014. After that, we collaborate for 3 years. For example, now we created the organization Families of Heavenly 100 Heroes. This organization was created not to forget what has happened here, and also for civil control of the investigation, because it was extremely difficult to find all proofs of the murders. Together we organized, created non-governmental organization, Families of Heavenly 100 Heroes. These are people who were killed here on Maidan during the winter 2013-2014. It is very important not to forget what has happened here, and also for civil control of investigation, because we were looking for proofs to prove that these were real murders. We were looking for witnesses. We were correcting the prosecutor's mistakes. For example, we're trying to protect Gorbachev. It is very important person, the prosecutor, who is the main person in this investigation. and all times appears some politicians who want to stop the investigation. Alexander Sopranyuk is the mayor of Nitishin. He becomes the mayor after Maidan. We helped him to win the elections in the city. It's not very big city, but it's very important. Bulgakov wrote the White Guard, and there was an excellent moment when the soldiers were staying in Kiev and they wanted to protect Kiev from the enemy. But then the officer came and said, "Guys, go home. You didn't need to die here." We say, "No, we won't go because we want to protect our city." And he said, "Whom you want to protect? Your hetman, Skoropadsky? He left you. At 3 o'clock in the morning, he left the country." At that very moment, soldiers begin to cry. Men start crying because it is the worst betrayal to leave your army. That's why each person who participates in Maidan can't stop his struggle, because it will be betrayal of your friends who died here and he live to change something. Because I can't say that Maidan changed Ukrainians, but I am sure that Maidan clearly shows Ukrainians are ready for changes. We are ready for new faces, for absolutely new life. All these years we collaborate together. We helped army, we help to reform Ukraine, and we create a non-governmental organization, Families of Heavenly 100 Heroes. These are relatives and people connected with them who want to change something in our society. We visit courts, we trying to prove that it wasn't correct to kill people in the very center of Kiev, and also we help army. Golodnyuk, for example, created a center to help army in Zbaraj. In Nitishin, one of us, Alexander Sopranyuk, became a mayor of Nitishin, and we want, with him together, we want to change a medical sphere in Nitishin, to make small reforms in one small city, just to show that reforms are possible in Ukrainian area. For the courts, we are trying to find as much proofs as possible. We're trying to find witnesses. We're trying to visit courts just to show that the society is still ready to control the investigation. We make films about war in the eastern Ukrainian, about Maidan period, and about the different reforms in Ukraine. I went to the hospitals, I went to the ATO zone, I worked with soldiers. I'm trying to write about anti-criminal different organization, anti-corruption organization in Kiev. We created non-governmental organization, the Families of Heavenly 100 Heroes. It is relatives and people who are connected to murdered people, who are real fighters. They are visiting courts. We're trying to find as many as possible witnesses of that period. We're trying to find different proofs. We're trying to find as many as possible journalists to show on TV, in magazines, in newspapers that this topic is important for Ukraine, because murder should be punished, because it is the reason for new criminal situations. We should close this case. This is a very important thing to find guilty people. Also, we are trying to help our army. We make different locations to collect money for army, to help them even with tires, even with simple tools, with clothes, with food, because we understand that we have several enemies in Ukraine. The first is Russia and Russian aggression here, and the second is